Good morning from the incredibly windy Hekla, Iceland. The wind woke us up in the middle of the night because it was banging the doors around. I am attempting to make breakfast, but there's no vent hood, and making breakfast with no vent hood is very hazardous. I've had this window open, and I've been periodically having to run things outside to keep from setting off any kind of smoke alarm. But it's a pretty well-stocked kitchen. I gotta give it to the host. They got all kinds of spices and things in there. So yeah, we're gonna have some breakfast and then hit the road. This is gonna be kind of a long road trip day with lots of little stops in between. So join us on the adventure.
So we've gotten on the road. Our first stop is Waterfalls Waterfall. We are getting gas, not because we need it, but because things are few and far between here. To the extent that they have special road signs that tell you when you are entering and exiting populated areas. But what I want to see if we can film is how strong this wind is. This wind is crazy. One of the insurances that you buy on the rental cars, or I think if you're smart you buy on the rental cars, is wind insurance, because the wind is so strong it will rip the doors off of cars. So I'm just gonna see if you can hear. The wind just terrorizing this vehicle and terrorizing my man out there as he tries to pump gas. It's wild. I've never been in the tundra before, but this is tundra. We looked it up to just confirm. We have arrived at Waterfalls, the waterfall, along with the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
Who also made this their first stop of the day. Yeah. So.
I think we may cut this one short.
You want to cut this one short?
Try and beat this crowd.
To the next one?
To the next one.
Okay.
Because that's essentially what's going to happen.
Well, that's what's going on. A lot of these people are doing the exact same route that we are, but they're doing it on a tour bus. Yeah. So, here we go. So in the summertime, there's a path here that goes behind the waterfall and around to the other side. But I wasn't sure if it was going to be open yet, and clearly it's still too cold because even the ground right here is covered in ice. Waterfall is making these like tiny little ice balls and just coating everything in a layer of ice from the spray that you can feel. And if you look way up there, there's like a ton of little birdies nesting in the cliff.
No, it's delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's good.
Not gonna die.
Nope.
No.
No.
Live in the
No.
fantasy.
Yeah, it's good.
Living your Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We come around the corner. There's a waste plant. What the? Yeah, I love
The cliffs are very cool. Again, not really showing up in camera, but also this one is squirting.
that. Yeah. I don't know.
Which you also cannot see at all in the camera. No. But
I wonder why it do that.
it's really cool.
It must just be hitting like a little weed.
Yeah, or something, and it's just sending the water spout straight up in the air. Yeah, these cliffs are really neat.
but it's not boggy smelling
Mm-hmm.
at all. It's very different than what this would be like in our mountains, climbing into a little cave.
Yeah, no. It's, I don't know.
What do you think of this Solange-Foss?
I think it's cool. I think, I feel like if I were like a lot farther back in time, I could totally see finding this and being like, oh, we should live here.
Yeah, because you could have fires and heat up like that crevasse thing we just walked into. All right, we're gonna vacate the cave because there's people.
Oh no, I think this is.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
But yeah, the waterfall is very cool. I think walking around behind it in the summertime would be fun. You would get wet though.
oh, for sure. And depending on your situation in the summertime, I would probably bring a change of clothes
Yes.
or a towel or something because
Yes.
the wind, once you left here,
Yeah.
if you were wet and you weren't preparing to be wet,
Yeah.
like if it rained here, that turns into an emergency.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
cold
Yeah.
and there's wind.
Mhm.
But the cliffs are breaking the wind.
Yeah,
Here.
right here.
Yeah.
Like you would be tricked. You could be very like,
And then you try to go get gas out on
and
the
you're
plains
like,
and
oh
you
my God,
die.
your door
Yeah.
rips off.
Right.
Yeah. Like this is a facade of what this place really is.
Yeah. So on to Skogafoss.
If,
Yeah, the one that your buddy said was
yep.
not to be missed. Okay. So we'll see what that one's about.
Nice.
Climb out of the cave now. Okay, the last thing to do here at the secondary waterfall at Solange-Foss is to walk around this corner towards this other waterfall that's like starts with a G. But it is solid ice and people are coming back wet. So this is probably an absolutely idiotic thing to do. This woman is going to bite it and fall into the river. And I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket just in case the same thing happens to me. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty freaking magical, okay? It doesn't look like much, but it is magical.
Oh, hi.
Hi, is it worth getting soaked for?
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah?
It's remember the last year we said if you got wet, it's an emergency.
Yeah, and now we're wet.
Yeah, this is
So-
an emergency.
Yeah, here we go. So, photos aren't capturing this because it's stunning, and it doesn't look like it through the camera. It just doesn't. And I thought the same thing when I was planning the trip and looking at stuff, and everybody talks about how amazing Iceland is and beautiful it is, and you're like, but the pictures are like, but they're just gonna have to trust us, right?
Oh, this is stuff. This is like, yeah. I don't know that you would get this. I don't know.
But yeah, like, so I'm just gonna say, you just gotta take everyone's word for it
Yeah.
that's come to
Oh,
Iceland,
yeah.
and it says it's stunning.
It's otherworldly.
Yeah.
Did you show them the beach is right
Oh yeah, the ocean is right there, which, and then that's
there? Like the mountain
Right
sea
there.
trail
yeah,
is probably 100
yeah.
yards.
But the cliffs are just fascinating, and like the boulders rolling down, and the just, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And we're gonna get some pastries,
Yes.
and he's claiming he's gonna make me practice driving
Oh, it's good.
in this big open lot because it's all stick shift here. And I did get into gear the other day. I went all the way up to third gear, but we got to practice the whole stopping and starting again thing. And you know, just all of it. Golly, I'm telling you, it doesn't. That over there is amazing. You left the pastries on the car. Let's see, yeah, see, don't. We know this is gonna be herky jerky.
So.
Okay. So we're gonna start. All we're gonna do is pull around the parking lot. We'll probably get to second gear. Then we're gonna pull right into that spot and stop.
Right. Okay. So I need my foot on both the clutch and the brake, right?
Yeah. So not in this car because this car's fancy. But yes, you should be pressing all these
Okay.
things.
And the clutch you have to push like all the way to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to pull the seat closer because I.
Good. You're fine.
Okay. Turn the car on. Oh heavens! Ah!
Okay. We're gonna use the key and not the. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, turn the key on. Okay. Yep. The same way we would start every car. Okay.
It doesn't go.
Yes. All you gotta do. There you go. Look at that. Okay. So
I'm sweating.
first thing we should do. Let's make sure the car's in neutral. How can we do that? There you
By
go.
going
Yeah.
side to side.
Yeah, make sure it's not in a gear. It's not in a gear. So if you
Not in
take
gear.
both, hold on, take both your feet off the
It doesn't
clutch.
go anywhere.
All right, perfect. Good. We have accomplished mission one.
Back foot on brake.
Yeah, just hold on. Come, take a deep breath. Let's enjoy yourselves. Remember, you have an international driver's license.
That didn't require us knowing any of the road signs for Iceland or rules of the road, which
Okay.
they are not the same. Okay.
So you're gonna put your foot on
Foot
the
on
clutch.
the clutch.
Yep.
Okay.
Foot on the brake.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna drop. Go ahead and drop the parking brake.
Okay.
All right. Now you're gonna put the car into first gear.
Okay. And that means I go up with this
To the left
and
and up.
up. Okay.
Perfect. All right. So the car's in gear. You're gonna very slowly.
Yes.
You're gonna very slowly
Yes.
take your foot off the gas,
Yes.
off the
Brake.
clutch, and off the brake.
At the same time.
Take your foot off the brake right now. Turn right away.
Right.
All right. Very slowly
Okay.
take your foot off.
Do I need to give it gas at all?
Nope. Just very slowly take your foot off the clutch. Very slowly. All right. Good. All right. Just go straight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're just gonna go straight. Keep going. Give it a little
Sure,
gas.
push the gas.
Just a little bit. All right. You're gonna press the clutch.
Press the clutch. Okay. Uh-huh.
Take your foot off the clutch a little bit. Sorry. Just a little bit. All right, press the clutch. Now press the brake. Boom. Look.
Stopped.
We have stopped.
And now, if I wanted to park the car,
You would
I
put
would
it in
put
neutral.
it in neutral,
Perfect.
and then I wiggle it back
Make
and
sure it's
forth to make sure it's there,
neutral.
and then I put the parking brake
Put the
on.
parking brake on. Now, I
Now
did that so that way
We've
we would.
created a reverse situation.
Yep. So you can pull up.
All right. Now that that's over.
First, how do you think you did?
Not good, because I can't remember what to do without you telling me what to do.
What do you mean?
Like when to take my foot off the clutch and on the clutch and on the gas and on the brake and all that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pay attention to what you're doing today. Also, for some reason, I still have the windshield wiper.
Yes, I'm not really sure what we did there. I think that might be it, actually. Yeah.
That went well. We have a cinnamon bun from the, oh good heavens, Ejafjalakokol. That's the name of the glacier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the bakery, there's a bakery here.
Yeah, it's called like something with that.
Something. So it was just a short word. Anyway, cinnamon bun. Let's see how it compares to, oh, and chocolate croissant. So direct comparison to Broad & Co.
Well, that was a sourdough cinnamon bun.
Yeah, and it is breadier, It's vertical lay. It's like a regular cinnamon bun. It's yellow for some reason.
Yeah. I should notice that.
Not enough cinnamon. Not enough icing.
Yep.
There's no powdered sugar on top. I mean,
it's also not heated.
It's not heated, but it's also not like freezing. It's just kind of yeah. It's got nothing on the Broad and Co. cinnamon bun. I mean, it's fine. It's not sweet hardly at all. It's more of just a bread, so it'll sustain us through the next hiking and stuff. But how's your chocolate croissant? It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Better,
this isn't
worse, same.
No, definitely not better. Definitely not the same.
Okay.
I'd go with worse.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Yeah.
You could get this anyway.
Right.
Like, this isn't anything spectacular. It's not bad though. Which, from what I gathered, like, up until like we got here, I just assumed that if the food wasn't bad, that was a win for Iceland. But I'm holding this. I'm holding them at a higher standard now. Because they're better than this.
Cappuccino's good.
You could have totally heated this up.
Yeah.
I probably could have asked.
We also got the rhubarb pie.
Ooh, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm trying to think maybe I like rhubarb.
Yeah. One of the main crops of Iceland. We actually confirmed that on the anyway. All right, we're gonna eat this and head on to Skogafoss. And he's gonna be driving, not me. The rhubarb pie may have been a casualty of me stalling the car.
So that's what we're gonna have. That's gonna be the driver's test. Is we're gonna buy rhubarb pie, put it on the dash, and if you can go around park without
stalling the car,
without destroying the rhubarb pie, then you have passed the test.
Okay. You want to taste the rhubarb pie?
Oh yeah, let's try it. I want to try it with some of this whipped cream.
Yeah, we got it with whipped cream.
The whipped cream is.
You liked the whipped cream the other night. It had rhubarb syrup on it. Grandma would like this place because there's a lot of whipped cream and butter. Her two favorite foods. Is it good?
It is good.
So
different.
Yeah. Put a bite in my mouth.
It's not super sweet.
No. But it's not super tart either. It doesn't taste like any other
Overly rhubarb
thing.
No.
No, the rhubarb, you get the rhubarb on the back end. Yeah.
These little wooden spoons are.
Yeah. Well, protect the environment.
Yeah.
Save the turtles. So, prices in Iceland. You hear everything is like wicked crazy expensive, right? And I'm gonna say the rhubarb pie was kind of dumb expensive.
Was it? How much was it?
It was like $10 for the piece of rhubarb pie, which is kind of dumb expensive.
Yeah.
But
again though, that's dumb. Like if you're in New York,
that might be what it would cost. The cinnamon roll was like $6.50. The cappuccino was like $5.
That's about. I mean, what do you pay at Starbucks?
Like $4.50. Yeah. So, and the one at Starbucks is bigger than this. This is a single shot, and that's a double shot. This is better, but and then I don't remember how much your chocolate croissant was, but it was more like 6 or so.
It just feels like, I don't know if it's a message about our current economy,
right,
or Iceland's economy,
right. But they're inching closer all the time.
Yeah, we are closer than you would. Like I truly expected it to be like
wicked, crazy, out of line expensive. Yeah. And what a view.
Yeah, I mean that's worth it. That's worth the extra 50 cents.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. And see, we're not the only ones. There's like all these people taking pictures of it, so you're just gonna have to trust us that it's spectacular. We've made it to Skogafoss. The parking here is free, which is more convenient, but the wind is a lot stronger. So here we go. We are getting ready to hike to the viewing area up at the top. An untold number of steps lies before us. Are you? Huh? they didn't tell us on the sign. Are you ready? Didn't seem like that many steps from the bottom.
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yes, yes.
It was more steps than I thought.
No. It was not as miserable as the hood.
That was rough. I had to unzip everything. I was not bold. I did not start cold.
We both start cold, folks.
I started warm and cozy, and now I'm sweating to death. Now hypothermia is about to set in. But we made it to the top. And the view is pretty good. I always want to do silly things. There's no rail in here. You can see way in the distance the sea arch that we're going to next. All right, we have made it back to the car and we are on our way to the black sand beaches and the sea arch. And I'm trying a little Appelsine. It's the national soda that I don't think I've had before because I don't think it's a Coke product. And even though it says apple, it is actually orange. And so it kind of tastes like an international Fanta because it international Fantas don't taste like the fake orange. They taste like almost like orange juice that's carbonated, and they're not as sweet. I think this has slightly less carbonation than a Fanta, but still definitely is carbonated. And it's very good. I am a big fan. So my guy spotted himself a little food truck over here. And did you order? Not a hot dog stand?
No.
That was the hope. What kind of stand is it?
This is fish and chip stand.
Oh, so you're gonna get a little fish and chips action from the
I also got
polka dot guy here? Uh-oh. Another apple seed! Score. My man has procured lunch.
nice.
He found fish and chips and a little, what is that? Minnie Mouse
Trailer
trailer?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what Icelandic fish and chips are all about. They have a birch
Smoked. Yeah.
smoked salt.
Yeah. So and then he taught me how they go about making salt.
Oh, you had a whole lesson
Oh yeah.
from the.
Yeah. Yep. Because all the salts there are homemade. They had like a lemon thyme. They didn't have any rosemary salts.
No, that would have
That
been
would have
bomb.
been yeah. They didn't have any rosemary. It was lots of thyme, and then thyme with something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what they do is they just take ocean water, like spread it out, let it dry, and then the whole time they just churn it by hand until it becomes this.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you, yes, but I just would not have expected the tiny trailer to be making salt.
And then he's like, and then once we do that, we just add in the flavorings. He's
That's
like, yeah, we
wild.
smoke it here. We
That's
smoke it
wild.
here.
And what are the sauces? Your sauce is
Yeah, so this is yours is the remoulade,
Okay.
which is homemade, and
Okay.
he's like that's the
Standard.
Icelandic
Yeah,
tartar.
okay.
And then this is a
Looks yellow.
mayo of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll see what they taste like. Verdict?
And it's good.
Crispy potate. Delicious salt.
I was gonna say.
The fish, the batter is very poofy, and the fish is very mild.
But
and
they also didn't skimp on the fish either.
no, they did not.
I expected this to be
is
like
a hefty boy.
Yeah, I can only imagine what this fish looked like.
Oh yeah. Look
Yeah.
at this. Look at that guy. That is not.
And that's not breading. That's like all.
Oh
fish.
no, that's fish. Because it is a puffy breading. It's like a, what do you call that breading?
Like a
It's almost like a pancake batter, like a tempura kind of thing. It's like fish and chips in England, batter style, but a gazunga hunk of fish. Yeah, but very mild. I think anybody who remotely likes fish would like this.
Yep. Yeah.
And maybe even people that don't love fish.
Yes. Yeah. If you didn't like fish, I think.
Because it's so mild. All right. Cool. Good find, babe.
Nice.
I'm impressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
We made it to Dire Hole. There's the peninsula at the start of the black sand beaches of the Vik area, the southern part of Iceland, in the Katla Geopark. And I guess we're going to do some of the walking trails and see if we can see some of the cool geographic features of this area. We have come upon our first sign warning us of the deadly sneaker waves. Death in waves. Oh, they put the lady's picture there and everything. Yikes.
Also,
Yeah.
look out for rock slides.
Also, watch out for rock slides. This is just sudden death. Death is directly down this pathway. So we won't go down that pathway. We'll stay safe. It really does look like another world, like a scene from a movie where there's a beach.
We've gotten like any number of like space movies.
Yeah, for sure.
And people saw.
Yeah, you like Lost in Space. They could have landed right there, and I would have believed that it is a different planet. Like, look at these rock formation things out there. That's wild. So in the summertime, this is a major puffin nesting area. So all these rocks get covered with puffins. But it's too cold for the puffins right now. They're not nesting yet. Is it too cold for people right now?
No! We're not puffins.
We're not puffin, weak puffins.
Puffin.
We've got the constitution to survive. But maybe not in that water. You can tell that those waves are huge, and you can tell that water is cold. You would be big dead.
You would die and then be alive to feel yourself dying.
Yeah. This, given our track record with the ocean, we're not gonna get anywhere near it. Y'all, look at this. This does not look real. What? In case you doubted the power of the ocean. Because I gotta say, for my volcano enthusiasts, we got some perfect examples of Pahoehoe and Aa here. When lava travels and then cools slowly versus fast, it forms the different shapes.
You know what happens if you take rocks from volcanoes, right? You think Pele comes to get you even in Iceland? So last night, we're sleeping peacefully. The wind kicks up, somehow like blows the door open. And then there was a light on in the main living area that had not been on before and was not on a timer. And I just was like, the wind did it all. And apparently went back to sleep. And meanwhile, my poor man was just living cabin in the woods nightmares. Sitting there contemplating how he was going to save our lives. If the killer came back. Okay.
What? But listen, there are no knives here. There's no firearms. And you're a billion miles from anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, you're your own first responder, and I don't feel like we could have responded very effectively with the tools.
If whoever turned the light on had come back
Prepared.
to get
If they
us.
had been prepared, we were underprepared. Okay. So to the folks in the UK, you need to protect yourself.
It's not the UK.
Or whatever. Okay. It's all
The EU. You meant, yeah. Yeah. Well,
the American way to define it is
protection.
tools to protect ourselves.
Yeah, but here we were just gonna.
Here we're just having winds.
Yeah, we were just gonna
Willy-nilly.
dive from the serial killers attacking us in the middle of the tundra.
He's messing with us. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on and off.
Okay,
behind us.
the more that you talk about it, the more it does feel like the start of a horror movie. I'm s-
Big Blair Witch.
yeah. Oh.
Oh man.
Uh-huh. Topography is just wild because we're on the beach, but the beach is behind where the camera is facing.
Oh no, there's some sand here. This must be
So
like...
this is like an inlet,
Yeah.
like a bay, like this is part of the sea, but it's frozen because there's, you know, a glacier behind it. And then you've got these just like crazy cliffs and hills. It's very neat. We are heading on to Rainy Svarka, the black beach where there are more dangerous sneaker waves. And you can see all the birds up there on the sea cliffs. This is where the basalt columns are. And it's...
People are walking up there.
Are they? And this is the other side of where we just were. We were just way over there. And you can see the arch better from here. So that's where we just were. And now we're down on this part of the beach. This is the famous sign with the blinking lights telling you where to go and not to go to stay safe from the waves. So we should not go close to the water today. There's the zone we shouldn't go past. So over here you have the basalt columns going in all directions. And then somewhere, some places you can see like the ends of them, the way it's eroded. And then over here you have just like the vertical stacks. And this is the inspiration for the architecture of the church in Reykjavik, which you can very much understand now, seeing this. This is just very, very cool. And the sand, right, is more like little pebbles. And I really want some, but I know you're not supposed to take rocks and sand from places. So. climbing man.
Oh, I wish.
And this over here are the people that are gonna die in the sneaker waves. You know. So, all the people that are running to touch the water. Even though they've been specifically told not to do that. Hopefully we don't witness a drowning today. Look at the texture of this. And the icicles coming down. And then the basalt over here. And the columns. So yeah, people only ever take pictures of the columns, right? But I think the whole thing is majestic, right? And then you've got we were seeing these from way over there, like rocks that jut out. It's cool. You're an idiot. And I could tell you were getting ready to do it because you loosened your cuff and you were standing there like pretending like you weren't trying to give me a heart attack running towards the evil waves of death. Men.
I'm just watching this dude trying to climb down as
Yeah,
the tide comes in.
the guy over here who climbed to like the tippy.
Oh, he's back.
All right, he made it. He survived. We didn't see a death today, thankfully. Touching the waves. And not to belabor the point, but this magnificent formation, born of the fire beneath the earth. If we turn this lava rock, right? I've only ever seen this in Hawaii, okay? But lest we not forget, there's a glacier over there, okay? A glacier. Right there. It's just a land of contrast, and it's incredible. So we've been driving through this topography that just looks like bubbles everywhere. It looks like where the trays of frozen would just pop out, and we couldn't get any pictures of it, and so we stopped at this little picnic area just to get pictures, and they had a sign actually on these little trails talking about it. It's called woolly fringe moss, and it can grow up to 60 centimeters deep on top of the rocks, which is what's giving these like rough, lumpy lava rocks this completely smooth appearance. And in the summertime, it turns bright green. Can you even imagine how crazy beautiful that would be? In the winter when it's dormant, it's this gray color. But it's just wild. Huh? Don't touch it because it doesn't grow back easily. Yeah. Wow. So obviously they know people are going to be like, what the heck are we driving through? And they made a little pull-off with some paths and informational signage. Because it's just another part of the otherworldly landscape here.
Tell me this is Earth.
Yeah,
Tell me
this
this
is not.
this is
Yeah.
I would know.
Yeah. It very much looks like, and it goes on,
Forever.
on and on and on and on in that direction. And we've just driven through a lot of it. Yeah. Yeah. Wild. We have made it to the cavern, or canyon rather, that starts with an F. That,
Oh, you mean Fusjadram Glur?
yeah, so the internet tells me not to feel bad because even native Icelanders can't say this one.
Okay, perfect.
And they all call it, and I regret to say the sentence I'm about to say, they call it the Justin Bieber Canyon. Yeah, I know. And they call it the Justin Bieber Canyon because in 2016 or something like that, he released a music video for a song that we just listened to. And maybe it offended my ears.
Yeah, it's no.
Yeah, and
You can skip that part.
the subsequent tourism to this place offended the flora and fauna because so many people came here after that they had to close it periodically so that stuff could regrow because the abundance of tourists trampled too much of the flora and fauna. So that was an unfortunate turn of events. But once we get up this hill, I guess it's always uphill. I think that's like the start of the canyon is there. But I don't know, the pictures look beautiful, but the pictures are all from the summertime. So let's see what we get. So as Powell guessed, it is the same moss that we just learned all about. And so in the summertime, the moss goes from gray to green. And I'm sure looks spectacular. Are you making it? Are you gonna survive?
No.
No? Nope.
No one gets out of life alive, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, no one makes it out.
That's true. So you can see the damage done by all the tourists on the top of every ridge. There's a brown line of dead moss where people have walked through it. But also, that is terrifying to walk out onto those promontory. I know, in the wind. But my goodness, I'm sure you had a pretty good view. The water is very, very blue. Yeah, like it almost looks fake, but it's not.
Yeah, if I saw that out of context, I would just assume that
It's been dyed.
yeah.
The water is so blue. It's so blue. It's amazing. One of the things where it's not a thing, that's actually a thing in Icelandic, isn't it? Where they put the animals in the middle and then separate them out. Yeah, when they herd them all back together. We arrived at our Airbnb and had no further instructions from the host, but luckily, this bro came to our rescue.
It's like, I got you.
He led the car into the driveway.
Yes,
Then he led me directly to the door of his owner who had the key to the guest house. So, thank you, my guy, for your service.